thank you. Why am I doing a video on thank you? Well, one of the first questions I'm asked is, well, you're a Christian, you're a theologian, why don't you just suddenly slam the whole dang channel that you've got with all kinds of theological videos? Because I'm not here to stuff Christianity down your throat. I've seen too many channels that do this. They do very poorly because of this, and they don't make a lot of friends. That's like being a bulldog, and I don't want to be a bulldog. Okay? Yes, I do teach about theology, and I do teach some of the things about theology, but I'm not going to press it down your throat. What kind of arrogance is that? We see that on pulpits all the time. That's not what people need. They need just a simple friend to tell them the things that they know and let them decide for themselves what they're going to do. And that's the idea behind this video called Thank You. I'm not commanding you to thank anybody for anything. And the Bible, I suppose some people could say that God commands you to thank people, but on the other hand, He also tells you to tell the truth. And all too often we see people not only thanking God, but thanking other people without any form of sincerity. It would be better not to thank people and not to thank God for anything than to lie about it and do it because it's done under duress. Thanking somebody under duress is not a real thank you. And it would be better not to thank them at all than to do it under duress. Okay? Now I know some people have parents that you get something from some relatives and you really don't like it, but your parents command you anyway to thank the person. Well, that's the parent's problem, not your problem. Okay? So, yes, obey your parents. Go ahead and write out a thank you note and know that your parents are forcing you to do that instead of you. But when it comes to just you and you alone, if you're not very fond of the present, you can politely say, I appreciate you taking the time to think about me. I didn't appreciate the present, but I do appreciate you thinking about me, that kind of thing. And just be honest with them. Be nice about it, but be honest with them. Let them know that you're appreciative of how they were thinking about you, but you weren't appreciative of the present itself. That way you're not lying. And you can do that in a very nice way. Trust me. But what about thanking God? I see these people all the time. They will sit there right in front of their meal, and they'll say, thank you, Father, for what you have given to me. That's not sincere. It'd be better if you didn't thank God at all than to sit there and pray over a meal and not truly be grateful to God that He gave it to you. Let me tell you something. God may have not cooked the meal, but He gave people hands to cook meals with, a brain to make sure that the meal wasn't overcooked or undercooked where you got botulism. He got people to plant seeds in the ground, which then in turn grew the crops, which then made the food that you have available to you. He made sure you had the money necessary to pay for the meal. He made sure you could actually eat it and digest it. Let me tell you something. You start having real digestion problems, you're going to know how appreciative you are of God giving you a good digestive system. I'm telling you. The mere fact that you're breathing at all should be a thing that you should be thankful for. The mere fact that you're able to eat in a house where you're not having rain coming down and spoiling your food. Some of you people aren't even thankful for the refrigerator that you have, that it's not only operational, but that you even have a refrigerator in the first place. Think of all the people that do not have refrigerators. Be thankful that you're not so overly sick that you can't hardly swallow. You can't handle the food. Those are the kinds of things you have to be thankful for. Be thankful if you have a car and you're able to see to drive. That's something to be thankful for. I mean, blind people can't drive. And even if you could drive, if you don't have a car, then you're still out of luck. And I've been in situations where I didn't even have a car, and I had to rely on others to get my food for me. Yeah, that's a trip. So this is where I'm coming with the thank you. Don't just thank God for the meal. Thank God you have eyes to see the meal, that you have hands to eat the meal with, that you have a mouth to eat the meal with, that you actually have teeth that will chew the food. You don't have to do this every single meal. But once in a while, get on your knees and tell God that you're thankful for so many things. Because if you don't thank God after a while, He'll take away your teeth, your health. He'll make your digestive system to a point where you can't eat. That's real fun. He'll make sure you have no car to get your food with. Well, if it breaks down your kitchen equipment, your food spoils in the refrigerator, your oven doesn't work so you can't heat anything up. Ever try to eat cold meals 3 times a day? Not fun. Shoot, he'll put 102 temperature in you just so that you'll remember that it's from His health that you're able to eat. So when you're thanking God for the meals that you're eating, think about things like this. And it is not an absolute requirement that you have to pray before you eat. You can pray after you eat. You can pray in the middle of the day. Say, look, God, I haven't had a whole lot of chance to tell you this, but right now I'm telling you, I'm thanking you for this. And hopefully through this video, I'm able to convey a message even to God Himself. And not always do I have the time to sit there and pray over a meal. But I want God to know that I'm thankful for the kitchen equipment I have, for the ability to cook, for the ability to eat, and for the ability to have a warm place to stay and eat in. There's so many things so many people take for granted these days. I wish they wouldn't. Because if they didn't, God would listen to them a lot more often. So, my message to you is, when you pray to God, make sure it's sincere. It would be better not to pray to Him at all than to pray an insincere prayer. Alright? This is Ted the Speed Learner signing off. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll tell you more in a future video, so stay tuned.